Hi, I'm Travis, and this is Stila Yoga, class 5 of our Beginners Power Yoga series. If you've just done class 4, we will have ended in a child's pose. That's where we're going to begin class 5. So no matter where you've been on this journey, let's begin in a child's pose, and we'll meet our friends from class 4 there. Sweep the arms back behind you, lowering the forehead down. Okay, so we just need a couple of moments here just to integrate. Good work. Lift your chest. Look forward and walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes and send your hips to the sky in downward facing dog. Half pigeon pose. So take your right leg back in three-leg dog. So lift the right leg. Take your right knee through to your right wrist and lower the right shin down on the mat. Slowly slide the back leg down and away from you by peeking over your left shoulder. Look at it down the mat. Now, if there is difficulty and awkwardness here, underneath the right hip, place a pillow, rolled up towel, or something like that gives you support. Avoid pain in the knee. Okay, so we're not looking for a more flexible knee joint here. And so if it feels more appropriate for you to be staying high, up like this, please do that. If you think you can lower to your forearms, you could do that. But honestly, the thing I see the most with this posture is people not supporting their right hip, so the one with the bent knee. Placing something, even just 2 or 3 stacked books underneath it, can help elevate the hip and just build a little more integrity. So I'll get those of you that are in the posture to hold this now for 5 breaths. I'm going to talk to my other friends that are possibly saying, hey, what else can I do? There's nothing for me here. It's not for me. Sit more on your right hip from that position and create a deer pose. So that's where the right knee's out in front of you with the right shin roughly parallel with the edge of your mat, and the left leg runs along the left long edge of your mat. Okay, so that's your modification if pigeon is just too much for you. Okay, so I'm going to get back into pigeon, and we'll stay here for another few moments. And then for the final couple of breaths, maybe even just close down your eyes. Now tuck your toes and step back to downward facing dog, and just do that from whatever posture you chose there, okay? And let's just do all that on the other side. So left leg lift, inhale. Now left knee to your left wrist. As the knee finds your wrist, you lower the shin down. Extend the back leg long down the mat and peek over your right shoulder. Noticing here the difference from side to side. So maybe you can get into it on this side. Maybe it's much more difficult on this side. I'm going to illustrate the same things again. So we've got our upright position in the chest for pigeon. We've got our forearms down as another choice. Or perhaps you shift more weight onto your left buttock and thigh, and you find that deer pose position by finding the left shin slightly parallel kind of scenario to the short edge of your mat, and that right leg running along the right long edge of your mat. So there's your deer pose and or your pigeon pose. Okay, so I'm going to get back into pigeon. I'm going to meet you there. I'm going to stay for another few breaths. Okay, another moment, another breath. And those of you in deer, stay in deer, because all my friends in pigeon, as you lift your chest, we're all going to sit down on our left hip. So we're sort of already in a deer-like position. But this time we're just going to sort of swing ourselves back onto our buttocks and bring our soles of feet out in front of us and bringing them to touch, and just have a little rebound here in our bound angle pose. as you lift your chest, we'll head to a wide leg fold. So take your hands behind you, lean back a little, and then extend the left leg out wide and the right leg out wide. People say to me, well, how wide do I go with my legs, or how narrow do I go with my legs? Think of it like Goldilocks, you know, not too wide, not too narrow, but just right for you as well, okay? So I like to just get the fleshy parts out from underneath my sit bones. And once more, I like to think about lifting up and then walking hands forward and folding forward. Nice work. As you lift your chest, hands behind you, take your legs out in front of you, along the mat. Reach the arms forward and roll down onto your back, super slowly. Just take a moment to rebound here in the field of gravity, just looking up at the ceiling or the sky, whatever orientation you're in. Nice, let's take a twist, and then we'll head into a happy baby, and your work here is done. So bring your right knee in and give it a lovely big squeeze and cuddle. Take your left hand onto the right knee, twist it over your body, rotate the head to the right, twist and rinse through the torso. You hold this for 5, 4, 3, and last 2, and 1. Nice work. Come back through your center. Give that knee a lovely big cuddle and squeeze. Reset the legs by lengthening out your right leg, and then draw your left knee in. And take your right hand onto that knee, draw it across your body to the right, roll the head to the left, and look to the left. Coming back through your center, give that knee a squeeze, and then join the other knee in. Take both hands to your knees, and then move the knees around like you're almost sort of drawing circles with the knees. And you found the way that feels natural here, probably, so just take that option first. And then do the unnatural direction in the opposite way. Oh, a few little snap, crackle pops there. The airiness of our joints, it's okay. It's really good to lubricate them like this. Open the knees out, hover the upper body, and then reach the hands for the feet. Okay, you could hold your big toes, you could hold the inner foot or the outer foot, yogi's choice. And if that's all a little too much, you can hold the backs of your thighs. Okay, so we call this pose happy baby. Just reaching up for the feet. So we're sort of drawing down the legs while we're pushing them up to the ceiling, toning the abdominal down and in. And we're going to hold for 5, for 4, 3, 2, And 1. Let go of all that. Flail the arms and the hands out in the sky. Just wiggle, jiggle, wriggle. Let it all go. Hug the knees in. Give yourself a big hug, big smile. Roll around the back. Good work. And then let everything go. Arms long, legs long. Yeah, sense of accomplishment. Really good job. Let's just let ourselves rest here and bathe ourselves in gratitude. It feels good to participate in this educational process with you. Now the work is done. The more difficult part, this stillness that we ask you to take at the end of class, that's where a lot of the distractions occur. It's where a lot of the ego sets the agenda, creating these itching, scratching sensations, making you want to get out, when yoga shows up when you stay. Let the teeth soften in the mouth, the jaw separate, and the tongue be smooth and silky. The eyes feel like beautiful pools of cool, clear, fresh water. The skeleton resting down into the tissues of the body. Wiggle the fingers, wriggle your toes, roll the wrists and roll the ankles. Sweep the arms overhead, reach long, and then roll onto your favorite hip in a fetal position. Round the spine, chin to chest. Take a moment, bathe yourself in love and gratitude and thankfulness. And swing your way up into a comfortable seat. Eyes closed, hands at heart, chin to chest. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me through this little 5-class program. And this is designed for you to repeat over and over again. And as you do that, and encouragement would be to reach out and let me know how you're going. And I can add in some new classes and create a new little sequence. So let's work together and develop your practice and encourage each other along the way. Thumbs to the third eye, chin to chest. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Greet this beautiful version of yourself and the remainder of your day with the Hindi word Namaste. Well done. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share this little series with friends that you might know that are interested in getting into yoga and just not sure how. Let me know in the comments if you'd like more classes added, if there's anything that you'd like to learn about. It's always going to be available to you. I'm here as your humble servant. Bye.